Hello everyone, my name is the Canadian Gaming Penguin. Today's video will be talking about fishing, particularly ocean fishing. Ocean fishing was introduced earlier this year, that is 2020, with the 5.2 update. Whether you are a new player, returning player, or a veteran, this is something you may have missed. The quest to unlock ocean fishing is a level 1 fishing quest, which can be found right within the Fisher's Guild in Limsa. This quest will be available after completing the starting quest for Fisher. So we're going to go ahead and go through this, and it starts with all the fish in the sea. Phil Snow has news that should be of interest to any self-respecting fisher, no matter how seasoned. Well, if it ain't celebrating, you may have just taken up your rod, but anyone who can see you've got the keen eye of a fisherman, and I reckon you're looking to make the eye keener still. Bigger fish, more exotic locales. Aye, that's what we all seek, ain't it? And it just so happens I can tell you how to find them. You see, the Fisherman's Guild has just finished constructing a vast boat equipped for voyages on the high seas. As far as I know, Captain Forresgale is still looking for a band of fishermen, adventurous enough to brave the deepest fishing hole of them all. If you think you've got the stones for it, I'm sure he'll be glad to take you on. And so that is leading us to go over by the ferry docks, and I'm actually going to take the Aethernet shard to the Arcanists Guild, or Arcanists Guild, however you want to say that, and just run my way over there. So to the left over here, we have this area, and again to our left we have all of this. So over here we can see we have a person there, a merchant and mender, a official looking person, and who looks like a fisherman. And anyway, Forresgale. Forresgale? Whatever. Another daring soul come to join our crew, eh? Then let me be the first to welcome you to the endeavor. Now, this ain't your regular fishing boat. We sail it where we please, holding only the course the winds provides us. That's the only way we can see the unseen, know the unknown. Captain Forresgale, if I may, the Endeavour is the Guild's only ship of this magnitude, and if we, as you say, sail only where the wind pleases it to take us, we may not ever return to this port. The Guild may not look favorably upon such liberal use of its property. My apologies for foregoing an introduction. I'm Drisk Thota, sent from the Fisherman's Guild to oversee this venture. Why am I here when the ship already has a captain, you ask? Well, as you may already know, members of our trade, Master Wawalago and Captain Forresgale included, seem to have difficulties managing time. Yep, that sounds like them. I suppose the concept becomes something of an afterthought when one becomes so focused on water's surface. Regardless, I'm here to ensure the ship adheres to its schedule, both by managing its finances and ensuring new crew members board smoothly. The Endeavour shall embark upon any number of predetermined routes, each of which have this port as their final destination. Rest assured, if you fail to join one voyage, the ship shall return before long. The route we travel will be determined by our departure time, and you may speak with me if you wish to know the route before boarding. Pray bear in mind that we must keep to a strict schedule. We cannot take on more crew members after we have begun boarding, and there are no exceptions to this rule, even for captains. Aye, I hear you. When we board the ship, it's when we get the exciting part, fishing. Here, take these lures. They're certain to attract something worthy displaying on your wall, or at the very least worth eating. Should be enough to last for one voyage at least. If you're looking for other kinds of bait, you can buy it here on the docks or on the ship. Try to switch it up now and then, because if you only use the same bait, you're only going to keep catching the same fish. That ain't why we do this, is it? And one last thing, while Drythata here may be in charge of the particulars on land, once we're on the ship, it's my word you'll heed. So when I say we're fishing here or we're sailing there, I won't hear no objections. As long as we're clear on that, I believe there will be a bounteous fishing for all, as I butcher the words. And with that, the Endeavour is yours to board. If you wish to enter the ship, or if you would like a more detailed explanation of what it is we do, you only need ask. And with that, that completes the quest, and we get Versatile Lure, which is a lure you definitely want to use in just about all your fishing areas. And I mean literally just about everywhere. Ocean fishing unlocked. Potential crew members may register to board the Endeavour in 15-minute intervals occurring every 2 hours Earth time. However, the Endeavour will depart only if the number of crew members reaches 24. So you definitely want to get here as soon as you possibly can to wait outside of here. And if we open up the dialogue with her, you will have the registered to the board, and this will only be available when there's an exclamation mark above her. So if you see this, I forgot to inform you that we're no longer recruiting blah blah blah, and it'll give you this again. So recruitment will start again in 7 minutes, so that's actually kind of perfect. I'm almost tempted to actually do one. So you can see I'm actually going to make that bigger. There we go. You can actually see the route here. So this one right here that's going to take part is going to have a night. Right. This is representing the different locations. My bad. So this is Galadian Bay. This is the Southern Strait of Milthor and the Rotana Sea, and you can kind of see the route here with the 1, 2, and 3, and this is that as well. And so the reason why you want to know that is because there are specific spectral fish, which this doesn't actually tell you. But if we take a look at the merchant and mender here, we can purchase items. We can also repair gear. We have fishing tackles, tackles here, and here, and then repairing gear. But the versatile lure, we're actually going to buy a few more of those. You don't need many. I made the mistake of like buying 99 of them. You don't need that many. They last a long time. And yeah, so then we have these plump fishworm, krill, and ragworm, and you do want to grab at least 10 of them for a trip. And we're going to go ahead and do that, and I'll wait around for at least 7 minutes from now, because I might as well show that off right now, for example. And I don't have a guide for this. I'm not that good. I've used guides myself, and I will try to remember to link this, and by try to remember, I will do this. I'll link in the description below the guide that I use, which I don't actually have open currently. And the reason why you would maybe want a guide, so if we open up our achievements here, and we go to Disciple of the Land, and we filter this out and ignore all the stuff that I haven't done yet. Maybe it's not underneath here. I should have actually looked this up before. Anyway, there's achievements. Yes, character. Oh, duh. Why wouldn't it be under crafting and gathering and, you know, fisher? That's a reasonable thing. So, okay, so if you go into your achievements here, and yes, there's literally a lot of them that I haven't done. Okay, here we are. Denizens of Galladon. So catch every type of fish in the outer Galadian Bay with a spectral current is not present. And when a spectral current isn't present with this, or is present, and then catch every type of fish in the Southern Strait of Milthor when a spectral current is not present, is present, isn't, is, and then isn't, is. But then we have these, and this is where it becomes important. And if you actually party up, because you can party up before this, or you to join in the same fishing thing. So if you earn a cumulative total of 10,000 points while ocean fishing, you will get this achievement. If you get this achievement, earn a cumulative total of 100 points, you get this achievement, 500,000, etc. Now, these are the ones where it's important to use the guide. You can see here, we have a reward of a minion. Score at least 5,000 points during a single ocean fishing voyage. Again, another achievement. This is a shark mount, spoiler, and score at least 10,000 points during a single ocean fishing voyage. Now, this is tricky to do, and it comes down to purely RNG. You can use your guide to help trigger the spectral events, which will give you bonuses for the fish that you catch in that, and there's special fish further into that, so on and so forth. Some of that helps when you have things like the powerful hook set and the double hook, which allows you to catch 2 fish at once. Obviously, I can't do that because I'm not a level 65. The other reason, and then there's a final one of 16,000, I haven't done that either. Now, the reason why you would want to do this, well, ocean fishing in general, that is. Obviously, there's the minion and the map. But why you would want to do this? Well, you get a lot of fish for easy methods, and you'll also want to make sure you have a decent amount of space. You can also desynthesize the fish that you catch, and that's more of a crafting kind of thing, so this will help level up to some degree your synthesis level, and I honestly don't know a whole lot about synthesis, so I apologize, I can't go further into that, but it is a good place to start because it'll give you more experience as you're lower and what have you in your synthesis level after a point, and won't, because these are all basically level 1 fish, so it doesn't matter what level you do, or what level you are in the ocean fishing. Obviously, as I said, this will help with points, but it won't help you necessarily with catching a fish. So, the other reason why you would want to do ocean fishing, it gives a lot of experience. So I am currently level 6 right now, and after we do this little trip here, which starts in, if we check here again, it starts in 1 minute, I will probably be at least level 15 or 20, depends. And in fact, I'm actually going to use one of these that is actually for gathering that one there. I will go ahead and use that. And so this fishing trip will take 15 minutes real time. And you'll see the explanation mark just above here in a moment. And if you don't see 24 people around here, don't worry about that, because it actually draws everybody from other servers on your data center as well. So that as long as you're waiting here just as it starts, you're bound to get on. You may have to wait a minute or two. I think that's the longest I've had to wait was a couple of minutes, but that was because I got there late. And you can see the explanation point is now above her. Welcome to the Endeavour. Will you be boarding the ship? Register to board. Embark to the Ronto Sea. And duty registration is complete. And then we will be queuing up for this duty. And if you don't know which lure to use, so just ask the chat, and normally someone will know and they will tell you. And other times they will just tell you outright. And by tell you, I mean someone in your party. So you're actually going to be 24 people. So there's 3 groups of 8. So you either want to shout or say it within your party itself. And shout will have all 24 or other 23 people see this. And so I'm actually going to get my bait ready. Right now it's the lugworm, but I'm going to go for the versatile lure. Unless, of course, somebody happens to tell me. So you obviously... Oh, I guess I can't because we're still with this. And I'm actually going to move that to right here, I guess. Where's a good spot? I don't know. We'll move it there. Anyway, so you want to obviously go to the edge here. And then start fishing. And hopefully someone will tell us which fish we need to... catch. And you obviously want to be paying attention too. And if you do run out of room in your inventory, there is a shop person just over there that will tell you, or will be able to sell your fish that you've caught there as well. Now, I'm not helping anybody right now because I'm only using a very tiny lure that isn't going to help at all. I can't remember which one it is for here, and I feel bad because it does affect the party. But as you can see, I leveled up almost immediately with that for the first 2 fish. So I'm already level 7 and almost halfway to level 8. And that's just 2 fish. Obviously, when you get to a higher level, it's going to be taking more fish to for you to actually catch the, not catch, for you to actually level up. It depends on what level you're at. So like I should be leveling up after this next fish. And you can see your point tally here as well, and I'm just going to scale that up a bit as well. And your most recent fish catches. And you see we have a fish size dialogue there. Interesting. The higher your perception rating, the bigger chance you have of landing larger fish. Fish over a certain length are deemed higher quality, high quality, HQ, and depending on the variety may be usable for mooching, and we're not going to get to that because that's a whole different shtick. However, mooching is important for this area as well, because there are some fish that you can't catch unless you do mooch. And that's this skill here. If you're wondering, I have this set up for my eventual level 80 fisher. By the way, we have really nice views when we're out on the fishing areas. Like, that's a really cool view of Limsilamitsa. And I just noticed the shipwreck over there. And you can see the fish gets away, and that is purely RNG, so don't feel bad if it gets away. It's predetermined whether or not you're going to catch that fish or not. Oh, another cool thing about fishing now is, after I'm done catching this fish, is this. You can sit down, and you'll have this little bench while you're fishing. Well, that's unfortunate. A visage of a gormless something or other. Also talking about fish population, we won't get into that either. You can see we have the timestamp here of how much longer we have, and apparently that's it for there. I gotta turn on my straw hat though. And you can see here, you can repair our gear, which I am going to do because I'm pretty weakish. And then we'll have a little cutscene as we move to the next area. And here we are, we've moved to this next area here. And we are now in the southern strait of whatever that is. Yeah, it only tells us the Endeavor, but this is Costa del Sol area over there. And you can see my character just shot right up. And so we got a Spectral Discus there, and that is a one that you'll want to catch, I believe, for this area to trigger the Spectral Current. I'm mentioning, because I see this jelly here, there is other achievements and bonuses for your point scoring, so I think if you catch like 20 jellyfish, or your party, in this case these people over here, catch 20 or 50 or something or other jellyfish in a single time of this action, we'll get a bonus point towards the score system at the end, and I'll kind of point out those as we get them at the end. And there we go. We have the Spectral Current here. You can see here the music has changed, and we now have this fancy little color thing, and this also sometimes requires you to change your lure to catch certain special fish. Well, unfortunately, I don't have the knowledge of which one that is, so I can't really do that right now. But you'll see these fish will be different, and we should also have a bonus of the skill points as well. And you can see there we just got this fish here, which was a high quality one as well, and that gave us quite a few points. And also another level. And then after a while you can see that the area has changed, including the sound, and we're back to our normal fishing view, I guess you could say. And so I'm actually going to quickly sell these as quickly as I can because as you can see my inventory is getting quite full. I am going to hang on to the spectral fish that I did catch though. And as we move on to our third spot, and you can see that this area is now by Ulda. There we go. Those are sold. That's good enough for now, and I'll worry about the rest later. Apparently I ran out of my versatile lures, or I accidentally sold them. I'm not sure. So you definitely want a few, but they do last a while. There we go. So there we go. That's my bad. I didn't even notice that. Perfect. Okay. That is take two. Unfortunately, I had the last fish there, and you saw I'm not going to catch it because we're on our way back to port. And so this is the tally of the points and any bonuses that we would get. And so I ended up with a score of just over 2,000. And you can see the light party changed. And so the bonus here, a rare catch, requirement to catch a 4-starred fish. And Bream Team Southern Strait Norther requires a party catch 10 or more different fish in the Southern Strait of Norther. So we got that total score. So we got a bonus of 20%. And so that leaves me with that. And the reward is 5,709 experience. And that will depend on how well you do. And there'll be other rewards and whatnot for your crafting and gathering. Gathering in specific, you'll also get white scripts or yellow scripts depending on your points. Or what your level is as well. And as you can see, I have all these fish now. Now, I can't actually desynthesize these, but if you could, so you need I haven't done the quest to be able to desynthesize, so I can't. But otherwise, you can just go to your merchant vendor here, and obviously I'm going to repair my gear, but then again, you're going to have the options of buying things, obviously with that, and then you can just go ahead and sell them, and that is what I'm going to do because there is no point for me to keep these. And as far as I know, there is no use for these outside of that other than for wall prints. As you can see here, it has the suitable for printing on medium canvases. You can take the fish and then craft it with a medium canvas in your housing decorations, etc. So that is kind of the basics of a fishing thing, and I wasn't kidding when I said I was going to have a lot of levels afterwards. I'm now level 16 and just shy of 3/4 of the way to level 17. But anyway, that is it for this video, and thanks for watching.